Hello and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week. Today's contest features boys volleyball. We're visiting the hardwood of Mepham High School. I'm Lily Eppes alongside Ryan Marr. So Ryan, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Lily?
I'm good. So what do you think that we can expect from the Mepham Pirates?
Tonight is their senior night, actually, and 6 out of 16 players are graduating.
Here we go to Coach Gorman on the side.
For their senior night. We are going to start with Patrick Hennessy. Pat is a 4.0 student. He is on the honor roll and multiple honor societies. His major is in biology. He hopes to pursue that major at Binghamton or Maryland. Pat is a constant source of positivity on this team, and we are pleased to have him and sad to see him go. Any parents?
Oh, yeah. Mom, Dad.
Yep, go right there. Grab my phone. Take pictures. Yep, perfect, thank you. Sorry. Yep. Thank you. Oh. Thank you. Our next senior is Brandon Seamer. Brandon is also a 4.0 student throughout throughout 4 years of high school. He's in multiple honor societies, the Leo Club, and he is the consummate teammate and a professional net setter-upper. Okay, parents here? Yeah. Go ahead.
Does anyone over there have a walkie? Thank you.
Our next senior is Ted Piccinini. He is 4 years of volleyball. He's in Model UN Fragments, and he is a cool, calm, and collected player at all times. Parents here? All right, we'll do it later. All good. Here we go. Okay, our next player is Max Hahn. He is a two-sport athlete. He is second on our team in blocks, and he is part of the National Honor Society. Go ahead. I think they'll be here later. Right.
Yeah, you see you're all connected.
Our next senior is Tim Burns. He is the second on team in digs, leads our serve-receive pattern. He's a three-sport athlete on the honor roll, multiple honor societies, and plans to go to college for physical therapy. Our final senior is Leo Asta. He is 9th in the county for kills. He is 9th in the county for aces. He is a two-sport athlete, National Honor Society. He leaves the season with 165 kills, 25 blocks, and 34 aces. Led the team to many victories. Thank you. It has been a joy. One picture. These boys.
So Ryan, what do you think that we can expect from the Pirates today?
You know, obviously it was just senior night there. I think that Sean McQuillan will step up in the future as 6 out of their 16 players are graduating from Mepham. He's the captain right now as a junior, and he's currently a hard worker and what is described as the backbone of the team.
For sure. I think Mepham's definitely going to have to do a little bit of reconstructing next year after these 16 years.
I don't know. Unless if you get back to us. Should I just press it? I guess just yeah, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't let you.
You're up.
The leader on the court, a hard worker and a winning spirit. He's the best hitter in the second half of the season.
For sure. I definitely think that Coach Gorman is definitely going to have to do a little bit of scouting next year, bringing up some of the lower classmen, because we see 4 sophomores on this team, I think, and that's definitely 6 seniors is a chunk of the team leaving. So Mepham's definitely going to have to do a little bit of putting back together after these Pirates leave.
Yes, I definitely agree with that.
He received 21, Senra receiving, Mepham receiving. Hit out right by Leo Asta. 21, Levittown serving. Dig by Burns. Senra. That's going to be Levittown's ball. Set by Timmy Burns. That's going to be out by, that's going to be in Mepham's ball, 26, Ted Pizzini.
Ted Pizzini is currently the best server on this team and extremely coachable. I think that will definitely have a deciding factor in this game.
Swing by 14. Up and over by Patrick Hennessy, Mepham Pirates. Up by 24, Joshua Chong. And that's going to be violation from, that's going to be a redo. Replay on that point, so Mepham down 1-2 to Levittown District with Tebessini still serving. Right at the net by Asta and Vargas. Mepham gets that point 2-2. 26, Mepham Pirates, Tebessini still serving. Up by Tam and over by Chong. That one's going to be out for Mepham's ball. Over again by Chong. Set by McQuillan and pushed to from Lasta. Up and over by Vargas. Burns just short of that one. Levittown's going to take that point. Here we see Brennan number 11 coming in from Mepham Pirates. That one's going to be Levittown's point. Number 8, Nick Rahman serving.
Nick Rahman came up from JV. The good quote from our JV coach
Set by
was that he
McQuillan.
was the best setter.
Oh, that one's going to be a duel at the net from Vargas and Asta. Levittown's going to take that point. That's going to be a little bit of a misplay. A little bit of confusion from the Levittown and Pirates. Whistle blew, and number 8, Nick Rahman, caught that ball, so that's going to be Mepham's ball here. We see Patrick Hennessy going up for the serve.
He's a great teammate, very helpful. He's a senior, and he's an outside hitter.
Dig by 21. Up by Vargas again. That one's going to be Mepham's point. Dig by Senra. Up by Rahman, and it's going to be over by Chong. Assist from 13, and that's going to be out by senior Leo Asta.
Mepham takes the lead, 6-5.
Okay, we got 2 and 14, 2-14, 2, go ahead.
Dylan Vargas going in for
25, go ahead.
Evan Pilato for Levittown.
Here we see Evan Palladino going up for the serve. Dig by Timmy Burns. Over by Timmy Burns again. And it's going to be a free from number 25, Levittown. Dig by Wilderman. And it's going to be a quick from 18, Leo Asta. That's going to go over by Chong. Set by 13. That's going to be a swing from Timmy Burns and over by Campbell. And Asta's going to take that one for the kill. Mepham ball. Here we see senior Max Hahn coming in. Asta for the save. That one's going to go into the net for Levittown's ball.
Okay, we got 23, 21.
23 going for 21.
Joshua Chong going up for the serve for the Levittown district. Over by number 11, Mepham Pirates. That's going to be blocked by number 16, Max Hahn.
Max Hahn is the sunshine of the team for Mepham. He's a hard worker and he's a great listener and does what he's asked. He has absolutely dominated against Herrick's.
Sean McQuillan, number 13, going for the serve in Mepham Pirates. Up by number 12. And over by Campbell. Assist by back row number 7, Wilderman. And that's going to be Levittown's ball. Here we see Ryan Tan coming in for the serve for Levittown. And that's going to be over for the Pirates. Set by Sean McQuillan, and that's going to be Mepham's ball, a push over by number 26, Ted Piscini, senior. Here we see Timmy Burns going up for the serve.
Timmy Burns going up for the serve. He's a leader on the court, determined. Broke his kneecap and tore his ACL last year. Would have started on varsity. Really played well against Herrick's. Also, Herrick's leading this division with 13 wins and 0 losses.
Mepham Pirates take that point, and Timmy Burns going up for the serve again. Dig by Tam. Over for the Pirates. And Max Hahn's going to put that one over for a kill. Going behind his back for that one, that's going to be a nice kill in the books for senior, especially on senior game, number 16, Max Hahn. That's going to go over by Silberger. And Ted Piscini goes up for the kill, and that one's just going to be out for Levittown's point here.
Okay, we got 4:25. 4:25. We got 14.
Here we see Aiden Castillo coming in for Benjamin Campbell.
Max Hahn, 16, number 16 over there. He's a senior, obviously graduating. It is the senior game, obviously, with the beautiful kill before, as you saw.
Castillo still serving, 10-10. That one's going to go into the net by Castillo, which is going to be Mepham's ball right here. Here we see Leo Asto coming back in, and Thomas Wilderman serving for the Mepham Pirates. Up by Tam, and pushed over by Ronman. That's going to be a swing by Leo Asta. Hennessy over to Silberger on Levittown. And that's going to be Mepham's point. I think that was a little bit of a carry right there. Nice volley. We see both teams definitely have strong blockers. So what do you think of that, Ryan?
Both teams are fighting here. It's a close game. There are hard hits right now, and I think that if that continues, it will continue to be a close game.
Levi over by Vargas, and that one's going to go out for Mepham's point. Wilderman still going strong with the serve. 13-10 Mepham. That one's going to go out for number 7, Libero Wilderman.
Okay, we got 21-23.
21's going in for 23.
4-12.
That's Ryan Senra for David Silberger.
21 Senra serving. That's going to be set by Sean McQuillan, swing by Asa, and blocked by Joshua Chong on Levittown District. That one's going to be Levittown's ball. Senra still serving for Levittown. Dig by Burns. Up by McQuillan, and it's going to be a swing by Patrick Hennessy. Just going to miss that one for Levittown's point.
Tie game here now. 13-13.
Another swing by Leo Asta, and that one's going to go into the net again. We see Levittown District leading 14-13. Dig by Timmy Burns, up by McQuillan, and swing by Hennessy, and that one's going to go out again.
As you can see here, number 21, Ryan Senra, on a serving streak over here. He is their best server currently.
Senra, the only senior on the team, actually. Dig by Burns, and that's going to be a swing by Piscini, going back over. Pushed over. Dig by 21 Senra, and that one's going to be Mepham's ball with a carry from Levittown District from Senra. 26 senior Ted Piscini serving for Mepham Pirates.
Both teams are fighting here as number 26 is going up to serve for Mepham.
A little bit of a mishap between the call from the carry of Ryan Senra on Levittown District, so they're fighting for that call to see if they will replay that or if that will be Levittown's ball or it'll stay Mepham's ball.
We'll find out what the call is in a few seconds.
That one's going to stay Mepham's ball, and Ted Bassini, senior, number 26, will continue to serve. Out by Bassini. That's going to be Levittown's ball to get Levittown up 16-15.
Nick Rahman coming up, the sophomore. He's the setter over there. He came up from JV, and
Set
from
by
our
McQuillan.
JV coach, that was the best
And
setter
up
he
by
has ever had.
Seligman, going out for Levittown's ball.
Number 8 going up for his second serve. A good quote from their JV coach was that he was the best setter that he's ever had.
That one's going to be a kill by Leo Asta. Number 9, Sean Seligman, going up for the serve. Dig by Senra. Up by number 8, Ronman, and over by Senra again. And that one's going to go in for Levittown's point.
Okay, one at a time, one at a time.
Here we see Evan Palladino going in for Vargas, and number 25, Benjamin Campbell going in for number 4, Aiden Castillo. And we see a timeout called by Levittown District right here. So Ryan, how do you think that the seniors are playing for the Mepham senior game right now?
You know, they're putting up a good fight. Both teams are putting up a good fight. Both teams are hitting. Both teams are setting. Both teams are serving. Great serves. I think both teams have to watch the lines as there's been a few close goals.
So what do you think Mepham has to do to keep their kills in the game, inbounds instead of keeping them all out?
You know, that first pass to the setter is what extremely great difference and great impact if you get that great pass to the first setter.
For sure. I definitely think that Mepham has a good back line, but those passes definitely could be better. And I think the Pirates just have to focus on keeping the ball in instead of hitting it so hard out.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Number 2 up here serving now for Levittown, as Mepham walks right back on the court. Number 2, this is his first year playing volleyball. Another baseball kid for me that was just wanted to come out and play.
Dig by
this
number
year.
7, up by McQuillan, and pushed over by Leo Asta. That's going to be a set by Ronman and over by Chong. And that one is going to go out for the Mepham Pirates point. Leo Asta coming in to serve, and Max Hahn coming in for... Max Hahn coming in.
For Brendan Skemmer.
Up by Tam and over by Senra, and that one's going to go into the net for Mepham Pirates.
Leo Asta with a second serve.
Up by Senra and over by Ronman. That's going to be a fight at the net, and that's going to be Levittown District's ball. Number 23, David Silberg going in for Ryan Senra. And we see Joshua Chong going up for the serve for Levittown District right here. Dig by Burns. Up by McQuillan and kill by Hahn. That's going to be blocked at the net for Levittown's ball.
24 on a second serve.
Great swing by Max Hahn, unable to connect with that one. That's going to go out for Mepham Pirates ball. So we see some very good blocking from this Levittown team. What do you think that Mepham do to avoid these blocks?
You know, I really think that they have to pass it around more, not be doing the same thing every single time. They got to switch up both sides where they're hitting it from.
Dig by Palladino and over by Campbell. Beautiful pass by back row Wilderman. And that one's going to go into the net for Levittown's point here. Ryan Tam up for the serve for Levittown. Dig by Seligman. Up by McQuillan. And that's going to be a battle at the net yet again for Timmy Burns. And number 23, David Sillerberger, is going to block that one for Levittown's point.
Timeout called by Mepham.
So, Ryan, we see a lot of trouble at the net, which Mepham usually doesn't struggle with because with Leo Aston, that front line, and Max Hahn able to get those kills all the time, they usually don't struggle with that. So what do you think that Mepham has to do to avoid those blocks and keep getting those kills?
You know, those two players are phenomenal players, described and in an opinion, of course, but I really think that they have to be unpredictable in this one. I think every single pass is to the same exact person. I think they have to switch it up a little bit.
I completely agree. I think that's a great point that Mepham is so used to running the same plays, passing it to the same person. I think that you're right in the sense that Mepham has to change it up and throw them off. So what do you think that Mepham can do to throw this Levittown district blocking team off?
You know, I think they have to pass it to the other side, whereas they're passing it close, they're trying to get a quick hit. But whereas I think they should get it to the next person.
For sure, I agree. So we see junior Ryan Tam going in for the serve. We see Levittown District up 22-19 against Mepham Pirates.
Ryan Tam with the serve.
Dig by Wilderman. And that's going to go over by Piscini. That's going to be battled at the net from 25 Campbell. And that's going to go yet again for Levittown point.
Ryan Tam with his second serve, the junior.
Wilderman to McQuillan. Quick to Hahn, and that one's going to go out. I think that Mepham is doing a great job running that nice quick for that middle, as you said, throwing them off. So I think that the Mepham team just has to connect to that. Do you agree?
I think that they also have to take their time right now. They have 3 hits, and sometimes they're only using 2, and if not 1.
I agree. Max Hahn over with a light hit for the Mepham Pirates point.
Levittown 1 point away from taking this set.
Here we see number 36 senior Timmy Burns serving. Levi over. Wilderman. McQuillan. Tipped over by Hahn. Here we see yet again that quick one set from McQuillan to Hahn. And Mepham lightening up, being down 21-24 in this first set. Levi to Tam, to Ronman, sorry. That's going to be pushed over by Burns. Up again by Ronman and over by Campbell. Up by McQuillan. And that's going to be a nice hard swing from number 9, junior Sean Seligman.
12 tipping that ball, which caused it to be Mepham's point.
Burns still serving from Mepham Pirates, 22-24. Levi took Ronman, pushed over by Sillerberger. Over yet again by Seligman. That's going to go over by Sillerberger. And that's going to be fight at the net, blocked by number 26, Ted Piscini, to bring Mepham up to 23-24 in this first set here.
Tim Burns on a streak here.
Levi, Ronman, Silberger, blocked by Ted Piscini. And that's going to be tipped over yet again by Hahn, McQuillan, Seligman, Levi, Tam, over by Campbell. Up by Piscini, and that's going to be a kill yet again.
Tie game now, 24-24. As Mepham had that great comeback. Tim Burns on his 5th serve.
Levi can set by McQuillan, and that's going to be a tip kill from Hahn. 25-24, Mepham Pirates came down from a 5-point deficit. And here we see they need one more to win this set. Levi, Ronman, Silberger. That's going to go over by Burns. And that's going to be a kill at the net for number 16, Max Hahn, to win the first set for the Mepham Pirates, 26-24.
Mepham showing there that they are tough and fearless and that they could come back in hard positions.
For sure. What do you think were the key points that Mepham did to come back from the 5-point deficit, Ryan?
I think that they had that great pass, they had the great first pass, and I really believe that they on the court worked as a team. And as you can see there, number 13, Sean McQuillan, the captain, he was working very hard out there with the sets and the hits.
Here we see Michaela Dobby coming in here for the second set. Midweek Update. Midweek Update is back and better than ever. This week, join BMB, Sammy Rooney, and Maya Stone for BMB's students were given the task for the Student Reporting Lab group and how schools handle diversity, equity, and inclusion. They also look around at how the LGBT community has grown in recent years. Not only 2 stories, but Miss Federici joins the show for this week's Teacher Feature. Okay, Michaela, so what do you think were the key points that Mepham did to get back from that 5-point deficit?
Yeah, I think at the beginning of the set, it was just a few silly errors, like not covering on the blocks and serving the ball out or maybe hitting out. And I think at the end of the set, especially Max Hahn, who is the sunshine of the team, he's a senior, he's such a hard worker and a great listener, and he absolutely dominated against Herrick's, and I think he did that at the end of the first set as well.
I agree. Mepham was having a tough time with those blocks. They weren't able to get around the Levittown district's blocks, but then we saw them lightening up and not hitting as hard. The seniors definitely they stepped up during that set, and Hahn did what he did for the team, and instead of playing so hard and trying to kill the ball every time, they were more strategic.
Yeah, I think they also got much smarter with their placement. Instead of hitting right into the blocks, they were turning their hand, which allows them to go side and side, and just getting around the blocks, tipping over the blocks to where the other team isn't. That is definitely a benefit.
For sure. So Levittown being up 5 points in the last set, what do you think that Levittown now has to do to come back from now they're 1 set behind Mepham Pirates?
Well, I think they just have to, they came into the first set very strong. Their setting was very good, and I think they just need to play how they were playing in that first set, and they have to keep up the energy they had at the beginning of that set, because as the set progressed, their energy decreased, and that always hurts you as a team.
For sure. Levittown is definitely going to, if they stay up with those blocks, Mepham's going to have a tough time like we saw earlier in the set, and they're going to have to adjust yet again. But I think Levittown has to go up a little bit stronger with their swings. What do you think?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I think the Mepham blocks, we just got to get the timing on. I think the first set is always a time for adjustment. You're dealing with different setters, different hitters than maybe you usually do, and you get the timing the first set, and the second set, third set, you come out even stronger.
For sure. Do we think that Mepham Pirate is going to stay with the strategic placing of their balls, or do you think they're going to go back to swinging hard and see if that works?
I think they'll start strategically, get up a bit of a lead, and then they could use their power, and if it's not working, you go back to the strategy. But
for sure. We see over by Senra and almost over by Timmy Burns, but that one's going to be Levittown's point. Ryan Semner going up for the serve. Swing by Asta and blocked by Vargas and Chong.
Yeah, it seems like Mepham's going for the power again, and maybe just start with a little bit of strategy to get that lead before you decide to do that.
For sure. Senra still serving for Levittown District. Levittown up 2-0 in the second set. Dig by Burns, up by McQuillan. And that's going to be a kill from senior number 12, Patrick Hennessy.
Patrick Hennessy is always a great teammate. His coach says that he's very helpful to other players, his fellow teammates, and all of his coaches.
Ted Bassini from Mepham. Dig by Tam. And that's going to be a fight at the net from Vargas and Asa, and that's going to go to Levittown.
Yeah, you know, Leo's timing there, it was perfect. He got up there right in time to put the ball down on the other team's floor.
Definitely. Mepham putting pressure at the net. We see Vargas been going up strong. Here we see number 8, Nick Rahman, going up for the serve for Levittown District. Burns, McQuillan, tipped over. Ronman, over to Vargas. That's going to go over by Asta. Set by Ronman, over by Chong, and that one's going to go out for Mepham's point.
It looks like he just got a little under the ball there. Sean McQuillan is a junior setter. He's the backbone of the Mepham offense. Coach says he's a very coachable player, he's a hard worker, and he's the captain of the team.
Seligman going for the serve. Castillo to Ronman, over to Vargas for the kill. And that one is going to be tipped by Mepham Pirates, and that's going to be Levittown's ball. We see Zachary Lyons coming in for Vargas. And number 25, Benjamin Campbell, coming in for Aiden Castillo. And we see Zachary Lyons coming in for the serve for Levittown District. Burns to McQuillan. Back to Burns over. Up by Senra. Set by Ronman, and it's going to be a kill for number 24, Joshua Chong.
And you see there, he used his power, but he also used placement to put it right between the Mepham defenders, making it a very hard call for who's going to get that ball.
For sure. Very well thought out play. And Lyons still serving. Wilderman to McQuillan. That's going to go and be a nice hard kill for number 18, Leo Asta.
And you see there, Leo ran a slide, so that means even though he's the middle hitter, he came around to the back, hit from the right side, and Sean put up a great back set to him.
Definitely. Some of that strategically we were talking about before. Definitely throws off a team. Senra. Lyons. And it's going to be set over by Ronman. Up. And Burns goes for the kill and gets that. That's going to be a point for Mepham Pirates.
See there again, he used his tip instead of swinging because, you know, there was a hard block up there, perfectly timed, and he was just able to get it right over onto the other team's floor.
Yes, perfectly said, Nikayla. Asta. And that one's going to go out for the Pirates.
You know, Leo has such a strong serve that sometimes, you know, when it goes in, most of the time it's an ace. So when it goes out those few times, it's not really a big deal to the Pirates.
You can tell Leo is one of the top servers on the team. And on that serve, the Levittown District definitely got out of the way for that one. 24, Joshua Chong is going to put that one out for Mepham's point. And we see number 13, Sean McQuillan serving. Ted Bassini coming in for Brandon Seymour. And junior number 13, Sean McQuillan is going to be serving this one for Mepham Pirates. Lyons to Campbell, over by Sillerberger. That's going to be a swing by Burns, and that's going to be a block by number 25, Benjamin Campbell for Levittown District ball. Number 7, Tam. That's going to go over by Burns. And number 23, Silberger. It's going to be a tip by number 16, Max Hahn at the net for Mepham's point.
See, Mepham is definitely going into this game with the strategy.
Max Hahn still staying hot at the net, getting up, and instead of killing that ball, hitting it as hard as he can, he's placing that ball and putting those tips and pushes. That's definitely giving points to the Mepham Pirates.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, Lily.
Timmy Burns just short of the net, and that's going to be Levittown's point. Number 4, Aiden Castillo coming in for number 25, Benjamin Campbell. And number 14, Dylan Vargas coming in for number 3, Zachary Lyons. Castillo over for the Mepham Pirates to Burns. McQuillan over to Hahn. Set over, and that's going to be a fight at the net from Vargas and Hahn, which is going to be Levittown's point.
See, up there, it's all a strength contest.
For sure, we've seen a lot of fight at the net so far.
Thomas Wilderman is a junior libero, a sophomore libero for the Mepham Pirates. He plans to play post-high school and is a key part of the defensive team. He's played on varsity since he's been an 8th grader.
Castillo still serving for Levittown. That's going to go out for Mepham's point.
It was a great call by Thomas Wilderman there.
Thomas Wilderman making the decision to not go for that and call the one out for Mepham's point, and he's going to serve for Mepham Pirates. Nice try by Tyler Levy, and that is going to be an ace for sophomore, number 7, Thomas Wilderman.
And instead of putting his full power into that serve volley, he decided to put a short serve right into the middle of the defense.
For sure. Tam, over to Vargas, and that's going to be a kill for number 14, Ryan Vargas, and that's going to be Levittown's point.
It was a great set.
Dylan Vargas, sorry.
It was a great set put up right to the hitter where he was able to just put it right down on the floor.
Here we see one of the best servers, number 21, Senra, serving for Levittown. And that one's going to go into the net for Mepham's point. Number 26, Ted Piscini, serving for the Mepham Pirates. Over by Senra. Up by McQuillan, and it's going to go over from Leo Asa, and that's going to be a kill for the Mepham Pirates.
That was a great play. Sean put it up right there for Leo to get.
Number 26, Senior Tepesini, still serving.
Number 21 from Levittown, Ryan Senra. He's a senior captain. He's the only senior on the team.
That's going to be Levittown's point, and number 8, Nick Rahman, is going to serve for the Levittown District.
And back to Ryan Senra. He's really done a great job this year. As a captain, he's kind of a quiet guy, but he gets that leader respect that team needs.
Dig by Wilderman, up by McQuillan. That's going to go over by Asa and blocked at the net from number 14, Dylan Vargas, and that's going to be Levittown's point.
See, blocking is definitely a key part in this game, and we need to really make sure that we're covering those blocks so when the ball comes down, you have someone there to get the ball.
For sure. Wilderman to McQuillan. A quick, and that's going to be a swing by number 21, Kieran Kehoe, and that's going to be blocked at the net, and that's going to be Levittown's point.
Yeah, again there, Lily, the Mepham defense really isn't right under that block, and that's really where they need to be on that play.
I agree. Up by McQuillan, over by Hennessy, and that was going to be just out for Levittown's point.
You see, on those plays where they're hitting it just slightly out, they're getting a little bit under the ball instead of coming over the ball and stamping over, which is causing it to go a little bit farther than it should.
Here we see number 9, Sean Seligman, coming in for 12, Patrick Hennessy. Up by Wilderman, McQuillan to Kehoe. Over by Chong. Up by McQuillan yet again, and that's going to be called a double on Sean McQuillan, and that's going to be Levittown's ball.
See, Sean just came into that ball with his right hand a little bit above his left hand, causing a tiny bit of spin to come out of that ball, and that's why the ref called it a double.
Ronman to Wilderman. And it's going to go over by Seligman, by Castillo, Vargas, over by Ronman. That's going to be over by Sean Seligman, and that's going to be just about out. We see Nick Rahman still serving for Levittown. Levittown up 17-10.
And it looks like Leo Asa is coming in for Kieran Kehoe on the Pirate side.
Up by Timmy Burns. That's going to be a quick and swing by Asta.
Just short of the net there by Leo Asta.
Still Levittown going up strong with these blocks, unable to let Leo Asa get some of his kills.
Yeah, their blocking timing is incredible. They are up right when he wants to hit.
Swing by Seligman. That's going to be over by Tam. Push over by McQuillan. Up by Vargas. Over by Joshua Chong, and a beautifully timed block from Sean McQuillan and Leo Asta.
It was a great block there. It seems like they just got their blocking timing down, and I'm excited to see how many more blocks they can get in the next couple sets.
Me too, Michaela. We see Sean Seligman serving the Mepham Pirates. Up by Senra. Touch by Ronman. That's going to be over. Up by McQuillan. Swing by Asta. And that is going to be Mepham's ball.
Number 9, Sean Segelman, is a junior for the Pirates. He is a leader on the court, a hard worker, and has winning spirit. He has been one of the best hitters this second half of the season for the Pirates.
Up by Rahman, over by Senra. Seymour, McQuillan, over by Asta. And that's going to be a little bit of a miscommunication from Levittown, leading to Mepham's ball.
Yeah, it seemed like they just weren't confident. One of their teammates was going to take the ball, and it ended up no one was confident in taking it.
Up by Senra. Over by Vargas. Asta goes up for the block. And that's going to be a free ball from Mepham Pirates. It's going to be a pushover by Levittown. Number 13, McQuillan to Chong. Beautifully timed block by Leo Asta. Tip over by Vargas. Off the net. Over by the Pirates. Setting up Vargas. A little bit of a miscommunication there from the Mepham Pirates. From back row number 7, Wilderman.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that, Lily. With the blocking in these plays, it just keeps getting better, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
Me too. We see Mepham Pirates down 19-13. This is not the biggest deficit that they've been in the whole game, but Mepham Pirates definitely going to have to work their way back up.
But if we've seen anything from them this season, it's their determination to get back.
Over by Asta. That one's going to be a little bit too strong going out for the Pirates.
But it looks like it'll be Mepham ball because there was a tip on the opposing team's block. You know, when they're running a 5-1, and that means Sean is setting in the front row, it frees up that right side so that Leo Asta can go around and hit a slide, and it just gives more options on the offensive side.
That's going to be over by Lions. And that's going to go out for Leo Asta. Leo Asta still serving. Definitely testing Levittown District's defense right here with the strong serve he has. That's just about out for the Mepham Pirates, and that's going to be Levittown's ball.
And right here, the Mepham Pirates need to get a great pass up to Sean McQuillan so that he could put up a good set for one of his hitters. And let's try to get the ball back here.
For sure. 24, Joshua Chon serving. Up by Seligman. Tip over by McQuillan at the net. A little bit of fight at the net for both teams. Over by Burns. Up by Rahman and over by Campbell. It's going to be a tip over by Hahn, and that's going to be a point for the Mepham Pirates.
It was a very smart play there by Max Hahn.
At the net has been a little bit of a battle at the net. Every time that Mepham Pirates go up for a block, the Levittown is right there. And they were able to get points from Mepham taking away and staying strong at the net.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you there, Lily.
Sean McQuillan. 2 Lions. And over by Campbell. And that's a dig by Timmy Burns getting down and laying out for that one, but unable to connect, which will be Levittown's ball. Timeout by Mepham Pirates. So, Michaela, what do you think that Levittown is doing really well with this lead 21-16 over Mepham Pirates?
Like I've been saying, Lily, it's all about the blocking timing. And, you know, senior setter Zachary Lyons, he's another player who didn't play as a freshman or really last year. He's been splitting time with setter Nick Rahaman, and he's a very smart kid, a very great teammate, and an amazing player.
We definitely see him. Lions coming in this set being a key part, especially getting a lot of those digs for Levittown. But we see Levittown confident in this set. So what do you think that Mepham has to do to get back from this deficit against Levittown?
I think right here Mepham needs to side out. They have to get the ball back, and they got to capitalize when they get that ball back. They really need to do a great job, put the ball on the floor, and help their team.
Definitely a great word, capitalize, that the Mepham Pirates have to do. I think, like you said earlier, Michaela, they just have to be strategic. Instead, we see this team as such an athletic group of athletes that they have so much power, and sometimes it's not always about how hard you can hit the ball. Sometimes it's about who can place the ball the best and find those open spots on the court.
Yeah, definitely. Harnessing your power is a big part of the game.
For sure. We see number 7, Ryan Tam, coming in for the serve for Levittown District. Dig by Piscini. Over by Hahn. Blocked by number 25, Campbell. That's going to go over by McQuillan. Up by Rahman and over by Silberger. A little bit of a fight at the net. Piscini going up. That's going to be a little bit of a carry from senior to Piscini. And that's going to be Levittown's point. Up 22-16. Tam over to Hahn. To McQuillan. Hahn making contact. Just a little bit of a tip over easy and getting that point for the Mepham Pirates.
See, the smart plays are exactly what Mepham needs here. Just get it back to maybe a tie score 22-22 and build from there.
For sure. Tam over to Silberger. And that's going to be a point for Levittown District.
Number 7, Ryan Tam from Levittown. He's a junior. He's a starting right side hitter who's also a baseball player. He is a very, very, very good baseball player. He didn't play in the volleyball program last year, but he's doing a fantastic job this year.
Dig by Wilderman. Up by Sean Seligman. A nice strong swing, but blocked by Levittown District for Levittown's point. We see Michaela. Levittown still up. Perfect timing with those blocks.
Blocking is always a very important aspect of the game. It's a very fun part of the game to play, but it's also very tricky to navigate around when you're the hitter.
Very much agreed. Over by Burns. Up by Tam. And over by Vargas. And he's just going to miss that one, and that's going to be Mepham's point. Mepham down 18-24.
See, this might be the spot where you just want to put it in. Very soft serve and not risk to hitting it out because Wilderman needs to serve 7 points.
Soft by Wilderman. And over by Tam. Up by McQuillan. And Piscini going up for the kill. That's going to be over by Mepham Pirates. Up by Rahman. And that's going to be a swing by Rahman. And that's going to give Levittown's point for a win for Levittown. So we see Levittown 1 and Mepham 1. So we see 1-1 tied at going into the third set. So Michaela, what do you think that Levittown did really good to win that set for their team?
I think definitely their defense, their blocking, their communication. They always know who's going to get the ball, and that's a very beneficial part to a team when they know exactly where they're going to put the ball.
For sure. So now we throw it over to Peter and Jake.
Thanks, Lloyd. This is a great game so far. If it's Friday, it must be the BMB morning announcements. Tune in every Friday for the latest about what's going on in and around the Mepham community. This week, join Sean and Ava with the announcements. Mano has the week in Mepham sports. Sid has the week's weather, and Tom Morris sits down with Mepham athlete around campus. This week on B&B Morning Announcements.
What a game it's been so far. What do you think is going to happen in the next match?
I don't know. Levittown's been playing very well. Their 7-8 record does not compare to how they've been playing. They've been going at it with one of the best teams in the conference. I mean, so it's going to be exciting to see how this one goes.
Pirates definitely had a really good comeback in the first.
Agree with that. I mean, there's been many key players in this game. Thomas Wildman, Sean Seligman, obviously Sean McQuillan. I mean, on the other side, Levittown, Dylan Vargas. I mean, they've all been amazing parts. They've all been amazing in this game so far, and it's going to be fun to see how they impact this game.
Yeah, Mepham's got to be strategic against these blocks. There's been a lot of frequent blocks this game. "35 seconds till third match."
Levittown's been playing great defense so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, like I've said, Mepham's got to definitely play strategically against these blocks they've been doing, these amazing defense.
Agree with that. you can tell the confidence has shifted in Mepham's game plan. I mean, they've been hitting the ball hard, but Levittown's just been getting on top of it. They've been learning their game plan, and they've been playing great so far.
Definitely.
You can see Liz Gorman, Mepham coach, talking to the team, trying to get them hyped up for this third quarter. Let's see how this goes.
#21 Levittown, Ryan Senra. He's a senior captain, my lone senior. He has been playing a 3-year varsity player. McClellan with the set. 8 Levittown with the set, 24 with the spike. And got a point from Burns.
I mean, that's a great play. Tim Burns, one of the seniors on this team, graduating. It's going to be hard to fill his role. You can see it with the great play there.
Definitely a great player there. Save right there by 24 on Levittown. 7 with the set. 8 set. Blocked by McQuillan, set by McQuillan. Hit by Burns. McQuillan with the set. Right outside the line.
I mean, McQuillan had a great set there. Shame he couldn't capitalize on it, but Levittown's just been playing great defense.
8 Nick Roman with the serve.
You can see Tim Burns out there, big part to this offense. Again, as we said, one of the seniors, one of the 6 actually. He's a big leader. After a torn ACL, last year he's been struggling to play again, but he's been looking great so far.
8 Levittown with the serve. Nick Roman. Spike on number 9 in Pirates. 24 spike. McQuillan with the block. Wilderman with the set. Spiked by 18. 24. Hit over by Burns. 8 with the set. 14 spike. All and blocked by number 18 on the Pirates.
I mean, yeah, Leo Asta, great key to this Mepham's offense and defense, actually. You can see how much he's been a key player to this team and how much he's been just important to this Mepham success.
Holderman with the serve. 8 set, 24. Hit over, but blocked by McQuillan. Out. Mepham's point.
You can see Mepham's momentum just changing after halftime, or after the second set, actually. They've been great so far.
Number 9. Seligman with the serve. At the point to Pirates. Served by number 9 on Pirates. 4 with the bump. There's an attempt there. Attempt for block by number 8 on Pirates.
I mean, once again, Leo Asta, you could see him, very hard worker out there, trying to make plays and getting a lot of them, actually.
3 Lions with the serve on Levittown. Spike by Burns. Pirates with the point.
I mean, you could see the connection with Sean McQuillan and a lot of his spikers, actually. I mean, Tim Burns, Leo Asta, and many more just been having a great connection so far.
Asta with the serve.
Just a little bit out. Too much power on there. But
Point to Levittown. 24, Joshua Chung. Served. Just hit the net. Spiked. Spiked again by Burns. Save by number 9, Pirates. Just out from Levittown. Point goes to Pirates.
You can see Burns there making another great play. He's been a huge part of this Mepham offense, especially in this set. You can see number 26, Ted Panisi, coming in.
13. McQuillan with the serve. Bumped over by 8 on Levittown. Spiked by Burns, just out.
Levittown's been playing great this half, as so is Mepham, especially Levittown's defense.
7. Ryan Tam with the serve. Set by McQuillan. Bumped over by 16. Set by 8 on Levittown. Hit right over by Hahn. Bumped up by McQuillan to Wilderman. Set by number 8, Levittown. McQuillan hitting it up.
The junior, Sean Seligman, another big leader, very hard worker. He's been probably one of the best hitters in this second half of the season for this Mepham Pirates team. Ted Panisi a little bit under the ball, trying to get something to go, but he can't.
7, Ryan Tam with the serve. Set by McQuillan. Spike down by Burns, out. Point goes to Levittown.
Amazing defense by Levittown. Once again, they've just been really well being able to counter this Mepham's offense, especially at the level that they're playing.
Wilderman hit it out. Spike by 23, David Silberger. Just out. Point goes to Pirates. 36, Tim Burns. Served. Set by number 8. Spike for 25. Three goes out to get that. Set by McQuillan. Hit over by 16. Blocked. Amazing defense by Levittown right now.
I mean, yeah, you could see it coming into play big here, especially when the score is so close, and so is this game. Benjamin Campbell with the block there.
Number 4, Aiden Castillo. Served. Wilderman hitting it up. McQuillan with this. McQuillan.
Once again, the
Set it up
McQuillan
right
to Sean Seligman connection there has just been great so far.
Thomas Wilderman with the serve. Hit up by number 7. Set by number 8. Levittown gets the point.
21-23. 24-12.
Ryan Sura and Joshua Chong all coming into the game for Levittown.
Spiked over by 21. McQuillan sets. Pirates get the point on this one.
You can see Mepham trying to come back here. You can see the momentum shift. You could see their attitude shift, and just overall, just playing great so far.
Served over by 26. Head out by Levittown. Pirates get that point.
You could see Ryan Serra trying to get there. Almost did, a little bit under the ball there. A little bit out there on the serve.
8, Roman with the serve. Point goes to Levittown. Nick Roman serving again, number 8 on Levittown. Here comes the serve. Hit up by Burns. Set by McQuillan. Hit over by 18 Pirates. Spike down by 14 on Levittown.
And the transfer from football, Doran Vargas, amazing play there, the junior on this Levittown team.
Nick Rowan getting these serves in. Spiked over by 9, blocked by Levittown once again. Spiked over by 9 again. Levittown struggling to keep that ball up. Spiked by 18. Levittown gets the point.
A little bit too much there, Leo Asta. Making a big difference, but just got a little bit too much of that.
This defense by Levittown. The Pirates are really struggling to get the ball over with these blocks by Levittown.
Yeah, they are. It's great coaching, great players, and all around just a great game so far for Levittown. Obviously, they're playing the number 3 team in the conference in Mepham, and just they're staying at it and making this a very exciting, close game to watch.
Thomas
And the coaching by Liz Gorman, already just great coaching, just making Mepham Pirates stay in this game. Her keys to this game is aggressive defending, smart blocking, good tempo setting, which you've clearly seen so far in this game.
Thomas Wilderman, the sophomore, plans to play post-high school, a key part of the defensive system. Let's see if he comes into play defending against Levittown. Nick Rowan serving for Levittown once again. Hit the net. Point goes to Pirates.
I mean, Nick Roman didn't get enough of it. Almost got over the net. Unfortunately, didn't.
Sean Seligman, Jr., hitting that serve over. Bumps it up. Set by McQuillan. Pirates get the point. Right to Burns.
There's Leo Asta again. We've talked about him so much. He's just been making many key plays in this Mepham's offense.
Hit right back in by number 8 on Levittown. Hit over by Burns. 24 sets. Hit over by 14 on Levittown. Bumped by 4. Set by 8. Spiked right over by 14. McQuillan set. Burns with the spike. Hit over by 8 on Levittown. McQuillan set. Burns spike again. Levittown trying to get that ball back over. McQuillan set. 18. Spike. Levittown gets the point.
4-point game here. A very close one. As you can see, Zachary Lawrence going in the game.
Zachary Lyons with the serve. Burns hit over. Ryan Tam with the set. 24, Joshua Chong trying to get that over. Spiked right down by Mepham.
I mean, that was a great spike by Leo Asta. He seemed very competitive, and he seems very happy about that one.
18, Leo Asta. Hitting that right over with that serve. Burns with the hit over. 21, Ryan Center with the hit. Blocked right by McQuillan. Pirates get the point on that one.
I mean, McQuillan's been a been great this game for Mepham. Key part in this on this offense and defense, and he's showing it right there.
18 Leo Asta with the serve, hit the net. Point goes to Levittown.
Leo Asta wasn't able to get enough of that there.
'24 Joshua Chong hitting that serve over. Set by McQuillan. Spike by Burns. Blocked by 25 Benjamin Campbell.
Burns is able to get another one to go from Mepham. Here comes the substitution. Number 26, Ted Panici coming in again for
Hit over by 21, Ryan Senra, Levittown. Hit right over, 26.
Ted Panici, the one that just came into a game. Supposed to be the best server, but you couldn't even tell there. He's been great so far, especially on offense.
McQuillan serving again. Joshua Chong hit it out of bounds. McQuillan 13, serving out again for the Pirates. Hit by 3, Levittown, Zachary Lyons. Hit over by 23, David Silberger. Hit for Joshua Chong again once more. Joshua Silberg hitting it right over.
Levittown able to keep the lead a little bit. Mepham trying to come back. Not sure if they can so far considering this defense.
7, Ryan Tam serving again. Hit up by McQuillan. This defense by Levittown is very strong. Ryan Tam serving again for Levittown. Hit the net. Pirates get the point.
You can see he's not happy about that one. Wanted to get it over, couldn't get it able to go. He's going to go into that. He's
36,
go into that
Burns. Ryan Tam wasn't able to quite get that back up.
Tim Burns, another point there. He's been playing amazing, a key part to this Mepham team.
These serves are
Keeping
great
them
for
in
him.
the game.
Back over. 24 Joshua Chong hit up. 23 spiked by David Silberger. Out, getting the point for the Pirates.
Mepham taking the lead late in this third set.
Mepham coming back, just like we saw in the first. Burns hitting it over again, served. Hit over by 25, Benjamin Campbell. They get the point.
Sean McQuillan trying to dive for it, couldn't get it to go. A couple inches off the ball. Another point for Levittown.
For Aiden Castillo, going for that serve again. Hit right over. Wildman ducks right under that.
A little bit too much there. Wildman ducks a little bit under it, as you said. Great play. Very spot.
Serving right again. Here by 14, Dylan Vargas. Spiked right by number 9.
And that's a hard hit
Mepham.
ball. Sean Seligman with that one. He's a junior for the team and a leader on the court, as you can tell.
Great hit by him. Wildman serving again, number 7. For the Pirates. Served over. 8, Nick Roman heading it up. McQuillan with the set right there. Wasn't able to get it over, sadly. .22 Pirates, 21 Levittown right now. 21 spiked over by Ryan Senra. Served. 8 just able to get it over, Nick Rowan. Spiked by number 9 on Pirates, Sean Seligman. Pirates hitting it out of bounds. Levittown gets the point. 21 serving. Ryan Senra.
Ted Panici, the senior on this team, graduating soon. He's the best server on the team and very coachable for this Mepham team.
21. Ryan Senra serving it again. Hit up by Burns. Set by McQuillan. Spiked by number 9 on Pirates, Sean Seligman. Set by McQuillan once again. Seligman hits it over. Levittown gets the point.
Little bit outside there, 1 point away. Levittown, 1 point away to lead this game.
Timeout right here. Levittown, once again, this defense is insane by them. Pirates are having a hard time trying to get the ball over.
I mean, Jordan Dash, you can see he's figured out this Mepham offense. They've been playing great defense so far. Obviously, they didn't have many key plays to put themselves in this game.
Burns and Thomas, wow. I'm sure it's a very intense moment for both teams right now. Very close ball.
Yeah, just like you said, the small mistakes could add up, and that's what Levittown is trying to just take advantage of.
Definitely right there. 21. Ryan Senra serving. Set by McQuillan. Spiked by Seligman.
Trying to make a last-second comeback here, Mepham. Another point for them. See what they can do.
McQuillan hitting right up. Thomas. 7. Hits it right back up, 26. Oh. Sadly couldn't get that ball over.
A 2-1 set lead for Levittown here. Great defense by them. And almost a great play keeping it over, but wasn't able to happen. Here.
Now over to Lily Eppes.
Okay, Dobby.
Definitely a tough set from the players. They almost came back from the set, but just a little bit short.
You know what to do.
For sure. The team Levittown a little bit lower in their conference right now, and Mepham being third in the conference. A good team makes the other team make the mistakes. And we see Levittown has definitely been capitalizing over Mepham and making them make the mistakes, leaving it up to Mepham to work harder than they have to.
Very good passing, very good setting, very good hitting, but in the end of the day, you know, maybe that one hit out that one person had, that could change the whole entire game. And it's always weird when you think like that, but it really is the truth.
For sure. Mepham had plenty of balls swings that were too hard, and that Mepham is notorious for having that really, really powerful swing and those powerful serves, especially from Leo Asta and their front line. And we see that Mepham, instead of being strategic and tipping and rolling and putting those balls out, they hit a little bit too hard.
You know, you can find more about Mepham Sports on BMB Sports Talk, where you would join you, Lily, and Tom as we break down all that is Mepham Sports. The first episode aired about 2 weeks ago, and you could go check it out only on the BMB YouTube page. Tune in for the stories, tune in for the analysis, and tune in for Matt Mano and the fastest minute in sports, the Mano Minute. BMB Sports Talk is back only on BMB.
Definitely check it out. You'll see Mepham Boys Volleyball talking about on Sports Talk. But back to that, Michaela. What do you think that Mepham has to do this set, now that they're down one set and Levittown wins this one, then they win the game? What do you think Mepham has to do?
Mepham just needs to come in with confidence. When you come in and you believe that you're the underdog, you are not going to be as successful. You need to know that you're the better team. And both teams need to do that. They have to believe in themselves, and they have to not give up. even when, maybe the ball is 10 feet away from them. You have to run, track down the ball, and try to put up the best pass so that the next pass can be even better. Just better the ball every time you touch it.
For sure. We see Timmy Burns with that great play in that last set, especially when they were tied at the end, coming back. And Timmy Burns, Mepham thought it was an unreachable ball, and Burns came back and had that pass up, and that definitely brought the moral of the Mepham Pirates up, and you can see that. So I definitely agree, and I think that Mepham just has to be confident in their ability because they know they can play. They know that they're a good team, but they have to put the same pressure that Levittown is putting on them so they don't lose this game and win this set here.
Yeah, you never know what you're capable of before you do it, so you got to try everything, and you got to believe in yourself. That's the big point of the story.
For sure. So for Levittown, we see Senra definitely being a leader on the court. Who do you think is going to step up, especially in this crucial last set? Well, fourth set.
Well, I would say on the Mepham side, definitely setter Sean McQuillan. He has played a fantastic match so far. He is doing the best he can, and I think when he's playing fantastic, but if he plays just a tiny bit better, puts up the ball a little bit better for the hitters, and they're able to play strategic and powerful, we're going to see a big difference in the game.
I agree. I think Sean McQuillan he's been consistent with his sets. He's top in the county for assists, and I think the hitters just have to do their job.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Lily.
That one was served by Wilderman for the first point for the Mepham Pirates, leading in this fourth set here.
Yeah, the first point is always a pretty big point in the match, and it's always nice to get.
For sure. Up by Chong. Set by Vargas, and that's going to be out by Senra.
The Mepham Pirates starting strong in this set.
Coming out 2-0 with Wilderman serving. Over by Vargas. Up by Burns. That's going to go over by Seligman, and that's going to be a hard kill for the junior. And leading Mepham 3-0 in the fourth set.
Mepham libero Thomas Wilderman, he's a very strategic server. He knows whether he should play it a little bit more, just get it over as possible, play very powerful, and potentially get an ace.
Up by Rahman, over by Vargas. Up by McQuillan. Swing by Piscini, and that one's going to go into the net for Levittown ball.
It seems like he was just trying to get a little bit of power off there, but maybe a little too much he took off on that play.
Senra serving. That one's not going to go over, and that one's going to be Mepham's ball. Senior Tepesini going up for the serve for Mepham. Dig by Castillo. Over by Ronman. And that's going to be a tip over by Asta for Mepham's ball.
There was a great block there by Sean Sekelman. He really timed that perfectly.
Up by Castillo. Over by Vargas. Nice block by Asta. That's going to go over by Seligman. Over by Chong. Nice block by 13-18 Mepham. Yet another one. Yet again, we see another miscommunication from the back row and the front row of the Mepham Pirates.
It looks like Leo was just trying to get off the ball for Wilderman to take it, but he just needed to take another step forward there.
Yep. So I think that Mepham just has to do a little bit better on that communication.
Brendan Semmer into the game for the Mepham Pirates.
That's going to go over by Seligman. Up by Rahman and over by Chong, and that's going to go out for Mepham's point.
You see he got a little bit under the ball there. It went a little bit far.
Seligman coming in for the serve, a key player in these last 3 sets.
I would definitely agree with you there, Lily.
Up by Senra. That's going to go over by Vargas, blocked by Asta, and that one is going to be Mepham point. Seligman still serving. Dig by Castillo. Up by Rahman, over by Chong. That's going to be touched by Mepham, that's going to go out, and that's going to be Levittown's ball here. And we see number 3, Zachary Lyons coming in for Dylan Vargas. And number 25, Benjamin Campbell coming in for Aiden Castillo. Lyons serving. Dig by Burns. Back to Burns and tipped over. Up by Campbell, over by Chong. That's going to be blocked from Leo Asta. And that's going to be Mepham's ball. over by Asta serving. That's going to go over by Campbell. Nice play by Burns. That's going to go over from Mepham Pirates. Chong again. A little bit of a fight at the net from McQuillan and Campbell. And that's going to go to Levittown.
We're seeing a lot of that this game, Lily.
Definitely. Still a lot of fight at the net. There's still a lot of pressure from Levittown over to the Mepham Pirates. Dig by Seligman. Up by McQuillan. Swing by Hahn. And yet another block from Levittown. This one's going to go over from Burns. And over by Campbell. That one's going to be a double from Levittown, and that's going to be Mepham's point.
Yeah, you just saw a little bit of spin on that ball as it came off, and that's the reason that it was called a double. And now we have Ted Facini coming in for Brendan Semmer.
Sean McQuillan, number 13, setter, serving for Mepham. Dig by Chong. That one's going to be free ball over by Lyons. And that's going to go out, which is going to be Mepham's ball.
When you're sending a free ball over, Lily, you just want to make sure you put it in the court because that's a very big part of the game.
For sure. Mepham's putting a little bit of pressure, making Levittown make some errors here. Over by Campbell. Set by McQuillan. It's going to be tipped over by Hahn. That's going to go right in the donut, and that's going to be Mepham ball.
And in the past few sets, we've seen Mepham making more of the errors, but now that Levittown is dealing with errors, it's a whole different game.
For sure. Nice strong serve by McQuillan. That's going to be a free ball over by Lyons. Up by McQuillan. And a nice little quick set to Hahn. Over by 23, Silberger. Up by McQuillan. Over by Burns. Over by Silberger again. That's going to go over to the Pirates. Yeah, again, a little bit of miscommunication. We saw Mepham Pirates placing that ball into the donut on Levittown's court, and now we see Levittown putting that ball right in the donut for Mepham. A little bit of volleyball terminology. Over by Hahn, blocked by Levittown, and free ball over by Campbell. Up by McQuillan, and a little bit of a carry from senior Max Hahn. That's going to be Levittown's point.
He threw it over there a little more than he hit it.
Just a little bit. But, you know, he's trying to place it. He's being strategic, just like we said. And he's been a key part of this game, being strategic at the net.
His strategy is a very big part of the Mepham offense outside.
For sure. That's going to be a swing by Burns. And that's going to go into the net. And we Levittown ball. We see Mepham making these little errors again. They were up, and they're still up 11-7, but they got to keep those errors down if they want to win this set here.
Yeah, minimizing the errors on the Mepham side is really going to be a key factor. I mean, you see Levittown isn't getting the points from putting the ball on the floor. It's because of the little miscommunication on the Mepham side.
Definitely, definitely. That's going to go over. It's going to be a free ball kill. And that's going to be Mepham's ball. We see 36 senior Timmy Burns serving. Up by Chong. Yeah, we see that's going to be Mepham's ball here. A little bit of a miscommunication from Levittown's side.
It seems like the setter didn't call off the ball there, and he wanted his teammate to take it, but they didn't know.
Burns to Chong. Up by Rahman. That's going to be a little bit out by Silberger, and that's going to be Mepham's ball.
A little bit too much power on that play.
A little bit. Burns still serving. That's going to be up by Rahman. Over by number 23, Silberger. And that's going to be blocked by Mepham Pirates, and that is going to be Levittown's ball? Or Mepham's ball? That's going to be Levittown's ball. Okay. We see Dylan Vargas coming back in the game here. Senior leader on the court, or junior leader on the court. Up by McQuillan, swing by Seligman, and that one's going to go into the net for Levittown ball.
See here, Lily, I think they need to focus a little bit less on the power and more the placement, because that's how Mepham is getting their success in this game.
For sure. Castillo serving. Dig by Wilderman. Up by McQuillan. And swing by Seligman. That's going to be a touch from Vargas, and that's going to be Mepham's ball.
A very smart play by Seligman there. He was able to hit it right off the top of the block.
Just like we said, a little bit of strategic. He went up with power, but he didn't go just looking to swing. He went up knowing that the block was there. Over by Silberger. And swing by Seligman. Up by Rahman, over by Vargas. Nice cover by the Mepham Pirates. Be pushed over by McQuillan. Silberger. Wilderman. Back set from Asta. Up by Rahman, over by Silberger again. A little bit of fight at the net. And that's going to be a little bit Leo Asta over the line at the net, and that's going to be Levittown's ball. We see number 21, Senrek, coming in for 23, Silberger. One of the best servers on the team, 21, over to Mepham. That's going to be an ace for number 21, Senra.
You know, those short serves are always the hardest to play defense on because you don't think they're coming over.
For sure. You don't get a lot of those serves when it just hits the net and drops. That's almost impossible to play.
And that's not really a serve that you could be upset about either.
No. A beautiful set, beautiful swing by Leo Asta, but even better block by Levittown, able to, no matter how strong you are, if you hit right into that block, it's going to be a block every time.
You just gotta hit a little bit, turn your hand, hit a little bit to the side, and he'll be perfect.
Dig by Seligman into the net. That's going to be Levittown's ball. And we see Levittown coming up fast, 14-15, right behind Mepham. Up by McQuillan to Seligman. That's going to be touch, and that's going to be Mepham ball.
Seligman is really being a key factor in this set.
For sure. He has the power. He has the strategic. Usually we see him in the back row, but here we see him hitting and being a key component strategically at the net. That's going to be over by McQuillan. Swing by Chong. Dig by Burns. That's going to go. Sean Seligman going into the table, doing what he has to do for the ball. And sadly, that's going to go for the Levittown ball.
It really shows his determination there, Lily, just that he wants to touch every single ball that he can.
Good player puts their body in for the ball, and Sean Seligman did what he had to do for his team. And we see Mepham Pirates up 1 point here. They got to keep this lead and play smart and be strategic and not to let this blocking Levittown team get in the lead again.
Definitely agree with you there, Lily.
We see number 8, Nick Rahman, been setting very well this game, is going to serve for Levittown District here. And we see a little bit of a score miscommunication between the ref and Levittown. Figuring that out.
And you know, Nick Rahman, he's a sophomore setter, which is an incredible feat for a varsity team. And he's a very big contributor to that team also, so it's very...
Over by Rahman. Set by McQuillan. That's going to be tipped over by Kehoe coming in. Swing by Vargas, and a perfectly timed block by sophomore Kieran Kehoe coming in for the middle.
Yeah, Kieran Kehoe is definitely doing his job there, getting up for the block, timing.
Up by Rahman and over by Vargas, and that's going to be a double. And that's going to be Mepham's ball. Mepham leading 18-15, keeping that lead right here.
Yeah, Mepham really needs to capitalize on something.
Over to Senra. Up by Rahman and swing by Chong. That's going to be a touch by Seymour, and that's just going to go into the net, which for Levittown ball. Number 3, Lions coming in for Vargas. 25, Campbell coming in for Castillo. And we see Lions coming in yet again to serve for Vargas. Up by Wilderman. McQuillan. Over to Burns. This will be a nice tip by 6'5", 6'5", sophomore Kieran Kehoe.
You know, Kieran Kehoe, Coach says he's a very coachable kid. He does what he's asked. He plays wherever he's asked to play, and he's just a very strong overall player.
We see Leo Asa coming in to serve Kieran Kehoe. Up by Senra. Set by Ronman. And it's going to be a little roll by Campbell. Over by Hahn. Defense by Mepham Pirates. Burns putting it over. A little bit of a set from Levittown, and that one's going to be hit over by Sean McClellan to go out for a Levittown point. We see 23 Silberger coming in for 21 Senra, and 24 Joshua Chong serving. Up by Seligman over the net. That's going to be a tip over by Campbell. Swing by Hahn. That's going to be touched by Levittown for Mepham ball.
It's very smart when he hits off the block. It's a very smart play.
For sure. We see Hahn very tall. Not sure exactly how, but definitely much over 6 foot. So he's able to see the court, and he's been very smart with his plays. And instead of playing right over by Silberger. Pirates putting it over for ball. It's be a swing by Silberger. Nice try from that block from Hahn and Piscini, but not quite. And that's going to be Levittown ball.
Yeah, still, Mepham just needs to work on their timing of their blocks a little bit early.
I agree. Ryan Tim serving for Levittown District. Up by Wilderman. That's going to be a swing over by Burns. Nice play by number 8, Levittown. Swing from Burns. 25 Campbell going up for the block, not able to completely block it, and that's going to be Mepham ball.
You know, these off-speed hits for the Mepham Pirates are really what's putting them over the edge and giving them their winning right now, because the other team just still doesn't expect it.
Burns over. Up by Tam. That's going to be a little bit tip over by 25, and that's going to be blocked by Max Hahn. Burns still serving. Mepham up 22-18. Up by Levi. Over by Campbell. Swing by Seligman. A little bit too hard. That one's going to go out here.
And right here, Mepham just needs to work on their serve receive.
Castillo coming in for Campbell. And Vargas coming in for Lions. For the Levittown District. Levittown District serving right now. Castillo serving. Levittown down 19-22 in the 4th set. Up by Wilderman. Swing by Seligman. That's going to be a beautiful set by McQuillan, and an even better hit by Seligman for a Mepham point leading 23-19.
The whole dynamic of the offense changes when Seligman is in, because they play a very different way with his power versus the other player's placement.
Completely. That's going to be a great serve by Wilderman, and a little bit of a miscommunication from Levittown District.
Mepham Pirates have game point leads.
Here we go. Up by Levi. Over by Vargas, tip. That's going to be a little bit of a net violation from Levittown, leading to Mepham's win in the 4th set. So here we see tied 2-2 now, going into 5 sets, and we'll see who wins here.
Yeah, both sides just need to work to minimize their
I agree. So we're going to see Mepham with 2.
Which team's the better?
Levittown with 2. So it's going to be a tough battle here. So now we're going to throw it over to Peter.
I hope they're not on your camera.
What?
I hope they're not on your camera right now.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, Will.
Okay. Just ask them to get off your camera if they're currently on it. Tell them you need to change the battery.
It's this button, right?
Yeah, but there's also, you also have this button here. So yeah, tell them you need to change the battery and to switch to a different camera if they're on.
Well, I can't hear you. Last couple matches, so
Both teams getting ready.
I have to change the battery.
This final set. Both of them.
You that little guy you were flirting with before. The guy Can you introduce yourself to them?
Okay, change the battery.
Hold on. Wait.
Both teams getting hyped up for this fifth quarter, fifth final quarter. Set. We're gonna see what happens here. Minute left to go.
Let's see what strategies Mepham comes up with. So let's see what Levittown comes up with. Maybe they're going to stay with their defense.
I mean, obviously Mepham's going to have to change something to override this defensive plan that Levittown's coming out with. It's going to be a fun one here.
You guys are live. Right.
If it's Friday, it must be the BMB morning announcements. Tune in every Friday for the latest about what's going on around the Mepham community. This week, join Sean and Ava with the announcements. Mano has a week in Mepham sports. Sid has this week's weather, and Tom Morris sits down with a Mepham athlete and around campus. This week on the BMB morning announcements. 1 minute remains as Levittown walks onto the court. Mepham coming onto the court right now.
Both teams getting set. Both teams ready. We are off in 30 seconds, actually.
30 seconds remain for the fifth match.
26, 9, 18, 13, 36, 16, 13.
Sean McQuillan, Burns.
Both teams getting set here. Here comes the lineup for the Pirates, line for Levittown, all set here.
McQuillan, Burns, Wilderman, Hahn. Getting ready for this next matchup. 21 on Levittown, Ryan Senra going in for the serve. Hit right over. Burns bumps it up. Almost blocked by McQuillan.
I mean, that's a huge first point here for Levittown, just to get the early lead, give themselves momentum. That's huge here.
21 Levittown serving it over Ryan Senra. Hit right back over by 18 Mepham. 4 Aiden Castillo. Bumped up by 8 Nick Rohan. Bumped by Thomas Wilderman.
And that's a great play here. That is Sean Seligman with the spike there.
Piscini with the serve. Wilderman. McQuillan set. Blocked by Levittown. Wilderman with the set. Point goes to Levittown.
I mean, Levittown's going to try to keep the lead as much as they can. Just in this situation, just to have the lead is just game-changing.
8 Nick Rowan serving. Point goes right to the Levittown. Rowan serving once more.
Nick Roman been serving great so far. Let's see if we can keep it up.
Burns bumped up. Spike down. Burns with the bump. Set by McQuillan. Spiked by number 9. Sean Seligman. Sean Seligman going for the serve now. See if he has a powerful serve to get it over and get a point. Bumped by Burns. Set by McQuillan. Blocked by Mepham. Point goes to Levittown.
Here comes Zachary Lyons and Benjamin Campbell coming in for Levittown.
Lyons with the serve. Burns can't quite get that ball up in the air for the set.
Comes Lyons again.
Lyons serve. Set by Burns, set by McQuillan. Spikes right down onto his hands. 18 on Mepham. Leo Asta.
I mean, he's been playing great this entire game, not only in this set, not just everything, every single set so far.
Leo Asta, senior, highly competitive, serving now.
A little bit too much out there. That's barely going to be out. It's a 6-3 lead so far.
24, Joshua Chong, serving for Levittown. Served over. Hit over by Max Hahn. Set by Burns, set by McQuillan. Burns spiking it over. McQuillan hits it over. 8, Nick Rowan sets it. McQuillan sets, Burns spike. 25 hitting it over on Levittown. Campbell. Hit over by Hahn. Point goes to Levittown. Joshua Chong serving once more. Number 9, Sean Silverman with that amazing dive. Blocked by Max Hahn. Set by 8, 23, David Silverberg. Hit over. Set by McQuillan. Burns with the hit over.
I mean, Mepham trying to come back in this one. They've come so far, just hopefully to make it a good game. They're trying to come back.
McQuillan going for the serve now for Mepham Pirates. Going in for the serve. Hit over by 25, Campbell. Point goes to Levittown. 4-8 right now. Mepham 4, Levittown 8.
Here comes Ryan Tan serve.
Tam getting ready for that serve. Tam serves it over. Hit by 9, Sean Silverman. Levittown can't quite serve that right back to Mepham. Mepham gets that point. Burns with the serve right now. Burns getting ready for that. We've definitely seen an insane amount of defense from Levittown. Burns with the powerful hit. Right out.
A little bit too much there by Tim Burns. Here comes Castillo. And Dylan Vargas in for Levittown.
Aiden Castillo going for that serve. Hit by Hahn. Burns with the hit over. Set by 8, Levittown.
Max Hahn with the block there.
Amazing block. Mepham starting to show their powerful defense right now in the 5th.
Back on the court, Leo Asta, huge part of this team. He's going to come back
Thomas
and try to make some
Wildman
plays.
with the serve. Set by 8, Nick Rowan. Out of bounds on Levittown. Mepham gets that point. Thomas Wilderman.
A little bit too much on there by David Soberg.
Thomas going for that serve. Set by Nick Rowan. Point goes to Levittown.
Ryan Sura and Joshua Trong coming back in the game for Levittown.
21, Ryan Center with the serve. Ryan Senra getting ready for the serve. Serves it over. Burns sets it. Sean sets it. Ryan Silverman hits it over.
No one's there to get that for Mepham. That's another point for Levittown. They're trying to pull away here and win this 5th set.
Ryan Senra with the serve. Mepham could not decide who to hit.
A little bit of miscommunication there.
Mepham's really got to work together in this 5th.
Yeah, completely agree with you there.
21, Ryan Senra with another serve. Powerful serve there. Set by McQuillan. Spiked by 18.
A little bit too much there. Leo Asta.
Get right out of bounds.
6-point lead now for Levittown.
21, Ryan Senra with the serve. Set by McQuillan. Spiked by 9, Sean Silgman. Mepham's point there.
This game is only the 15 since the 5th set.
Levittown only needs 2 points more to win this set and the game.
Going up to 15 because it's the 5th set right now. Spiked.
Mepham trying to make a late game comeback. Down 4 here with all the momentum in their favor.
12, Patrick Hennessy with the serve. Nick Rowan with the set. Set by McQuillan. Spiked by 9, Sean Seligman. 14, Dylan Vargas with the hit over. Sean Seligman with McQuillan with the hit over. Sean McQuillan with the set. Sean with another set. Seligman.
Seligman not going to have enough there. Match point here coming up for Levittown.
Game point right now. Serving Nick Rowan. Sean McQuillan sets. Nick Rowan. Set. McQuillan tries to block it. 8, Nick Rowan with the set.
And that's
point
game.
goes to Levittown.
Levittown's going to win this game, beating the 10-3 Mepham Pirates.
The key for Levittown's win was definitely their defense in the 5th and the entirety of the game, but it really came out in the 5th against Mepham.
I completely agree with you. They were able to stop some of Mepham's big moments, and they're just able to capitalize.
The applause from the crowd. It was a great game from both Mepham and Levittown. Very close. Mepham had their amazing comebacks. Levittown with their amazing defense. Powerful serves on Mepham.
And that's going to be all from BMB tonight. A great game and went to 5 sets. Levittown win of the Mepham Pirates.
For BMB, I'm Peter Haracek, and
I'm Jake Mano.